Hey, it's Josie with Affirmation Pod, where you get soothing affirmations infused with self-love, available 24/7. If this is your first time listening, I send you a warm welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm so grateful you're here again. I want to mention now that Affirmation Pod is getting close to the 300 episode mark. We're actually closer than the numbers in the episodes because back in the day I did some rebroadcasts and I didn't number those because I didn't really feel it was fair. It's not a new episode. It's me republishing an old one. But in the feed, it counts as an episode. Once a podcast reaches 300 episodes, Apple will only display your latest 300 episodes. But I don't want you to think that you lose access to those original episodes. For example, episode 1, which is called I Love Myself, a classic favorite, especially for the original Affirmation Pod listeners. And I don't know all the reasoning behind this, but you can still get those episodes when you subscribe to Affirmation Pod. So to be sure you get the full catalog of Affirmation Pod episodes, please subscribe to Affirmation Pod. Today's episode is called You're Doing Great, which obviously gives it away. It is a you are affirmation, not an I am one. It's a request from listeners who really need that affirmation that they're doing great. One listener requested it after listening to episode 221, which is the pep talk before work. She asked if she could have a pep talk for life. Others have said during this year, that voice of the inner critic just loves to take advantage of vulnerable moments, and you want an episode that will counter those messages the inner critic spews out. I love that I can make this episode free for you to listen whenever you need it. And today, that's thanks to the sponsorship of Native Deodorant. Something I've been in the practice and habit of doing more and more is reading labels. And I'm proud to stand with Native because they use ingredients that we've all heard of, like coconut oil. And now, of course, with deodorant, we don't just want clean ingredients. We also want to smell and feel fresh all day long. I've been using Native for over a couple years now, and I can attest to the eucalyptus and mint, as well as the cucumber and mint. And I know for some, pumpkin spice is a thing. If that's you, Native's got their pumpkin spice latte back for a limited time. I invite you to take a look. They've got products for women, for men, for teens. And when you purchase any of their plastic-free deodorant, they donate 1% of those sales to nonprofits specializing in being good stewards of our planet. Do what I did and make the switch to Native today by going to nativedeo.com/affirmation or use promo code affirmation at checkout and get 20% off your first order. That's nativedeo.com/affirmation or use promo code affirmation at checkout for 20% off your first order. And now step aside, inner critic. Here's affirmations because you're doing great. You are doing great. Life isn't one straight, easy path. It gets complicated. It gets messy. It can get really scary. You're doing great. You're accepting what is. You're giving yourself what you need. You're doing you. And leaving behind the expectations that prevent you from being you. You're doing so well. You're handling any missteps, any trip-ups with resilience. You're still confident because you know this is part of life. Ideally, life is smooth sailing. Reality is, life can be a roller coaster ride. You can handle it. You're strong. You're tough. You're authentic. And you're doing great. You're expressing yourself. You're being honest with yourself. You know you can handle the discomfort involved in changing, growing, and achieving. Yes, you've got goals, wishes, and dreams. It takes time to get there. You remember that you're on a journey. You're writing a new page of your story every day. You have your words ready because you're doing great. You've got courage. You've got resilience. You've got determination. You're doing the positive self-talk and self-work, especially in the face of overwhelming situations, overwhelming moments, and overwhelming emotions. You've chosen to address the areas that you need support and self-care. You've made time to reflect on and process what's happening right now. You've been prioritizing your mental health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. You're doing great. Keep taking care of yourself with full compassion and kindness. You're doing great. Keep going. You're doing great. That is my gift for you today. The sister episode to this one is episode 156, which is called Inner Critic and Inner BFF. Again, that's episode 156. Now, if you've been listening for a while and you know it's your time to go premium, set up playlists of your favorite Affirmation Pod episodes that flow without the ads, without the announcements, you can sign up by going to affirmationpod.com/join. When you become a premium access member, you also get over 50 bonus episodes that are not available on this podcast, plus bonus playlists. Find out more or to join by going to affirmationpod.com/join. And I just realized I forgot to mention earlier about Native. They don't just have deodorant, there's also body wash, bar soap, toothpaste, all made from clean ingredients, and your order helps support Affirmation Pod. So one last time, it's nativedeo.com/affirmation and use promo code affirmation to get 20% off your first order. Thank you for listening to Affirmation Pod today. And now go be you, know you, and love you. This is Josie with Affirmation Pod. Bye for now.